Greetings, people of planet Earth. I am finally here. It is Thursday, May, I don't know, 9th. Down there on your planet, you have these strange date things, so I have to use my converting watch to be able to figure out what date it is down there on your planet. I know, I'm a little different. Hope you appreciate that. It's fun and entertaining, right? It is Thursday. So, what am I doing here and why do you care? People are running contests all the time, and my position is that most often they're not really understanding how to do it right because the vendors, bless their hearts, have convinced you that it's super simple. I saw one vendor do an ad that said, hey, you can build a contest in 5 minutes. And in reality, we know it's just not that simple. Much like doing Facebook ads, yes, you can create a Facebook ad in 5 minutes. But is it going to be the best running one you ever did? Is it going to do the most conversions? Are you going to make the most money out of it? I don't know. I suspect not. I suspect what you're going to do is you're going to have to learn how to do things and see how to do it right. Now, what are the things that I do for fun and entertainment? And one of the things that I do for the folks who are in the Giveaway Rocket Mothership and the Win Together program is to do contest reviews to show people what I think is, and I am the expert, right? So, no, I don't know everything. I know plenty of things that I need to learn, and therefore that's what we want to do is to learn, and we learn together. But I can give you some opinions about what I think is working and what's not working. So I'm going to go through three contests today to help you understand what is working and what isn't. And maybe that will help you, and maybe you'll understand more about what you need to do in order to make your contest better. All right, let's dive in. I'm going to switch the camera view, and I still freaking haven't figured out how to make my face show up again. I need to do that. That's because I love to show my face. How do I do that? How do I not do it on the fly, right? All right. This is a contest that is being done by Thomas in the Win Together program. And he is using UpViral. And so the question is, does this give enough information? If you happen to be watching and you want to give me a comment or a thumbs up or a hey, how you doing? Feel free to jump in on the comments and let me know what you think or what your question is. If you were a wine person, or maybe not even a wine person, suppose you know nothing about Thomas' contest or what his business is. When you hit this page, putting on your newbie, I don't know anything hat, would you put your name in? And do you understand what is happening? That's the question that we have to ask each other when we run campaigns. So Thomas, excuse me, if you weren't Thomas and didn't know what you were trying to offer, would you enter this yourself? So it says, win a deluxe wine opener set. Enter your name and email for the monthly giveaway. So this is a monthly giveaway. That's interesting. Wine glass not included. So I see a photo over here. It says wine opener set. So I am getting to understand that that is what you're offering. I don't know the value of that. It might be good of you to say, well, this is a $50 prize, or this is I don't know what the value is. I might be more tempted to enter if it's $1,000 titanium golden. I know it's not that, but it possibly, and you could split test this with UpViral, of course. You can have multiple lead pages, and one of them could be information with value on it, and you can see whether that converts better or not. That's one of the things I love to do, is to make sure that I'm learning as I do something. So split testing is a great way of finding out whether or not Mitch is full of crap or not. So if you had a second page that says, hey, win a $50 deluxe wine opener set, And again, when you do split testing, you probably want to just change one or two things so you understand which one really wins. Probably just one thing different. And whether or not this really addresses the question of the burning issue. So why do I want this wine opener set? So if I'm a wino, somebody who loves to open and drink wine, what does this do for me? I would love to see a bit more information. Now maybe if I scroll down, maybe there's more information. No, there's a summary of the sweepstakes rules, which is something I highly encourage. So kudos to you. Ring the bell for putting in the rules. And yes, I see it's open USA only. You must be 21 or over. That's awesome because we know no kids want to be drinking wine, right? We're all about the laws here in the United States. Winners will be selected from all entries, must respond. That's with good, perfect stuff. I like this, although I would suggest there's too much space here, and I would probably left justify it because I don't know. Do it however you want. The key is up here at the top. Why do I want this? And why does monthly benefit me? Those are the two things I would love to see you do, would be to add that kind of information just for the benefit of explaining to people who don't have a clue what you're doing. So I'm going to enter my name, Planet Mitch, right? And my best email. I love that you said best. You've probably been watching what I've been teaching. Way to go. Let's see, PMR. I use a shortcut tool called Typinator on the Mac, so I don't have to type in my email address. I'm going to hit tab because I love tabs. Not using my mouse, I'm going to hit the space bar to make that happen. Now I notice you have enter to win and you have the or, so I could log in with Facebook. Good for you, that's interesting. Let's see, I'm just going to click on enter to win. Let's see your sharing page. Your entry is successful. You've received your submission and sent a verification email. Here are 3 steps, so that's good. What I would kind of potentially say, and you can split test this again, would be to say something like, please make sure to check your inbox and spam folders. If you don't receive that, we can't notify you that you win, or something to that nature, because we really want them to go open that email. Here are 3 steps to increase your chances of winning. Check your email now to make sure you're receiving it. Hey, it's right there. Okay, good. You got it. I just didn't read far enough. Or if you're lucky winner, you might miss the so good for you. Plus, plus, plus. There you go. See? I just didn't read. Gain unlimited entries by sharing your unique link. The button's below. Good. Each point you earn is an additional chance to win. Way to go. You've done well. You get a wine opener kit. Again, you might want to explain what the value is. Also, if one of your direct referrals win. Let's see. You get a wine opener kit if one of your direct referrals wins. Right? So that's basically if your friend wins, you win too. If someone wins that signed up for your share link, you win. I think you've done a little too many words there, Thomas. So you might want to try to shorten this whole section up a little bit. And it's not totally clear. I understand what you're doing, but I don't know that the words tell people that that's the best way of doing it. Refer your friends for more chances to win. Great. Good stuff. 5 points, 5 points. Email, and you've got a custom action. Why don't you have Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest, other things here? Why are you just using these tools? Don't you want people to do as many things as you possibly can? Now, I know the way you have it makes it rather short, but that's okay. Number 2 is best. I know you've been looking at my contests because that's something that I've added. Getting entries to social media business can only happen once, but your referrals from custom link are unlimited. Great. Terms and conditions. Let's pop that open. I didn't look at it on the front page. Uh-oh. Need to have some terms and conditions there. All right, so this is good stuff. Let me see what your Facebook sharing image is. So I'm clicking on the Facebook link. And we are going to see this. All right. Now, what I would advise is a different image. This image should be glaring, big letters. Hey, win this thing, enter to win. Put some text on there what they're getting. I think you're putting too little text here. You want people to, when they see this in their Facebook feed, to jump up and down and go, holy crap, that's what I want, right? This is what I need to have. I need to have this. I want to win this. You got to give them some excitement here. Right now, there's very little excitement. Okay. Possibly you could use the custom domain as well. That would replace this app.upviral.com that's sitting here. But a little bit of enhancement would make this go a little bit farther. Yes, Facebook, I will leave that page. This is new, by the way, that you can now do Messenger on the desktop. So if I click this, I could go into Messenger and share it. That image, obviously on a phone, is going to be pretty darn small. So you want to make sure that you make this appealing. Now, Messenger obviously isn't the perfect place to share that image, but I think hopefully you're getting the point. All right, so progress. So this is text that you have copied and not changed. This is default text. You need to put more stuff on here. Now, what are we progressing towards? I don't remember you saying anything about earning rewards, so maybe this isn't the right sharing template for you. We can talk about that in the Win Together program. There are lots of things that you potentially can do on this page. I certainly love most of the stuff that you have here. But if people click on this and even see it, this is just not going to work. So let's talk about that in the Win Together program on Friday. That's tomorrow. For session number 2 of how to build a contest in UpViral. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll also do further review of this tomorrow in that class. So if anybody wants to be in that, let me know, because the Win Together program is awesome. Thomas, if you are watching, or if you watch this later, please make sure to tell people what you think, because I think you're going to give them some good feedback. If you think the Win Together program sucks, then tell me about that privately. All right? All right. Yes. All right. I saw this contest was posted in the UpViral group. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking at it because I think it's good. We still have some work to do, I believe. I'm going to do a little bit of testing. Hopefully, I have asked whether or not I have permission to enter this one. I like what they're doing here because they've got a video introducing one of the prizes. They are giving you some good information here about what you possibly can win. This is not my target market because I don't want makeup. But I think you can understand that there's some good stuff here. Earn points for the Bella Bear brush and get... one of the things I know you're doing is a free plus shipping offer on the share page, which is a very interesting idea. I just don't know about the point system and how well that works. Now, the last thing I wanted to share with you today is this one. One of my... Hey, Nick! Oh, I'm sorry. Any way to make it a little bigger, Nick says. Sorry. I can do that. My apologies. So on this one, I'll make it bigger. My apologies. You're right. Shame on me. Boo! Bad screen sharing. So maybe this helps. My apologies, Nick. Thank you for pointing that out. Lucky winner receives everything you see below, valued over $500. Well, I want to enter. Let's see if the terms and conditions works, by the way. Giveaway disclaimer, Bella. This is really tiny print. I know you can't see that. Little pop-up messenger thing. No purchase necessary. Bella Bear sweepstakes begins May 1st and ends 31st of May. Entries ultimately with Canada, continental USA, no exceptions. That would be something that I would recommend, by the way, for the person that's doing this, and I'm sorry I don't remember their name. Oh, it does say only continental USA residents right there. Good. It says it right there, too. Good. So, in contests, if you're restricting the region that people can enter, make sure you tell them. It's very helpful when you tell them what you, because that way, especially on the sharing messages, if I go back to Thomas, if this was a USA only, and I don't remember reading that, does it say? I'd have to go back to the lead page. But in the contest I'm doing for Fuji, for example, let me just show you. Since we're here, I'm doing a contest for Fuji. So I'm going to go to win.fujigiveaway.com. And notice I have this banner pop up that says, "Welcome, USA resident, you're eligible." And so I'm using a tool called Unless, which is a rather bizarre tool name, but it's called Unless. If you go to unless.com, you can see how that works. But its localization is one of the things that it does. So if I were to switch to a different country, it would pop up and say, "Hey, you're in a different country. You're not in the United States. Sorry, noogies, you don't get to show up." But I also put that in the text of the sharing messages right at the beginning. It says USA only, because I don't want people showing up to my website and ruining my statistics if they're just going to come in and go, "Oh, well, that's US only, I'm not eligible," and then leave. So I think that's a tip that's very helpful to make sure that people understand if it is a specific region only, tell them so they don't waste their time coming in. They'll be happier and they'll trust you more. Now, this is one that a potential client came to me and asked for some help, and I think I told them I think they're doing really freaking well. So I don't care for this at the top that says, "Welcome to the Noble Me contest and giveaway." I don't think you need to say contest and giveaway. I think they're both the same for most people. But they're not highlighting at the top what they're offering. So it does say, "To celebrate the launch of our new and unusual air freshener on Kickstarter, we've built this launch." Now, this is one of the most clever things I've ever seen. I'm not going to click on the button and make you watch it, but they have one of the most intriguing launch videos for a giveaway I've ever seen. So you can click here and do enter now to get to the page to enter your stuff. So that first page, oh, well, okay. So this isn't totally working yet, obviously. I thought it was working, but I expect there's going to be a pop-up there. But if you scroll down, there's 13 chances to win. They've got these really nice graphics to show you what you possibly win. All the details about what they're doing. They've got some great graphics here. I think this is a pretty well done. They've got some work to finish to make this really click. But I really love the way they've set this up. I have not tried this on a smartphone. I don't know what it looks like on the smartphone, so I suspect it looks really good. But if it were me, this whole top section, I'd be highlighting more about what the offer is and why they want it. And I know they described this in the video, and again, it's a really awesome little video. And I would give you the link, and you probably potentially can see it, but this isn't mine to share, and it's not a live contest yet, obviously, because it doesn't work yet. And I didn't ask Alex if it was okay for me to show it, so shame on me for not asking. Flog me up and down. But I do think it's a really well designed, and a few things that would make it even better. Okay, so those are the 3 things that I wanted to share with you today. Contests are awesome ways to gain leads. In my book, you ought to be doing them, and you ought to be doing them often. I have a program called Win Together if you want to learn how to do your own contest and build it simultaneously. For example, the one that we showed at the beginning, this win wine opener, I can't talk. This one is somebody who is in the Win Together program and building his contest the very first time and getting a ton of feedback from not only me, but everybody else who's in the program. So even if I don't have the best idea, somebody else will throw out some ideas, and lots of good stuff is sticking. So not only just teaching you how to do the contest, but how to do it really well and launching it. It's like a 30-day challenge where it's a 6-week program. I am just absolutely loving this program. I am rather proud of it myself, but it's something that is changing as we grow. We're going to start another one in June, starting June 1st-ish. I don't even know what day of the week that is yet, but we will be starting a new Win Together program for anybody that's interested. It is not a free challenge. It is an insanely good value in my book. I think there's well over $1,000, if not $2,000 worth of learning that happens in this program. It's not going to cost you anywhere close to that. But when later on this year, as we're building more and more stuff into the program, it's either going to cost more, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up into multiple things because there is just so much content. For example, yesterday we taught the very first section of UpViral, and it was an hour and 45 minutes of me going through the process of building your contest in UpViral, and we got about 2/3 of the way through the process. And so it's not an easy thing to necessarily do. I know the vendors say, oh, well, you can build a contest in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. But that's true once you know the process. I can build one in probably an hour if I start from scratch. But the keys are you need to learn how to create the right offer, how to build the right campaign, how to have rewards, how to do blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff that you potentially can learn, and that's what we're doing in the Win Together program. Nick says, any ideas for giveaways if you run a service-based business without physical products? Asking for a friend. Love that, Nick. Thank you for asking this wonderful question. Kudos to you for having the guts to go in front of the scary Planet Mitch guy and ask a question. We have a lot of people doing service-based stuff. In fact, what I'm going to do for the next March, calendar's going really fast this year. For the June launch, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of the Win Together program. And the Win Together program is completely service-based. I mean, there's activity, there is service happening here. It is not a physical product. So we're going to be giving away 1 seat, maybe 2 seats, depends upon how generous I feel when we're putting the program together. Ken Fleischer, I never come up with his name right off the bat, ran a contest, for example, to give away his $3,500 business productivity training and mentorship. He did that last fall. He called me. He and I had a conversation, and I gave him some tips, and he says, I'm going to launch my own campaign. And 4 days into the contest, he had 8 people signing up. That's 4 and 4, right? 8 people sign up. Was in a bit of a panic because he wanted more people to sign up. So we put together a plan to get some traffic there, and quickly, we, in the 3-week span of his campaign, we had 620-something people sign up, and I think he ended up eliminating 40 of those or something. I think the total number at the end was 580. Now, that doesn't seem like a significant number for some people, because some people like marketing UpViral and other tools, they say, well, we got 200,000 leads or we got 100,000 leads. It's not about the number. It's about the quality of those leads. And that's where I go back to the offer and how to structure your offer. Nick, we can definitely come up with some ideas for your service-based business. I'm sorry, your friend's service-based business. I'm trying to think of another example. Most of the time people are doing product giveaways, which is why you think you can't do one for a service-based business. I have done one, I did one for Cher Ross, which was 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. By the way, if you go to giveawayrocket.com / just go to giveawayrocket.com. In the menu, there is success stories. And I've got 15 or 20 different contests that are there. Cher Ross is one of them. I don't remember the exact numbers, but she was doing a coaching program. And this was, I don't know, 2016, 2017. So it's been 3 or 4 years. Wow, really? That long ago? But those leads that we got were people who were interested in her coaching. And she had a video and it wasn't a huge number of leads, but I'll tell you another story. I helped Heike build her first campaign. Heike still is in the horse owner website business. She has a website that was serving horse owners. And primarily she is offering this website as a service. Okay. What she did was she offered a $250 gift certificate to your local tack and feed shop in order to get people into the contest, and they became members of her website. She had over 500 people join her website in her first campaign. It was a free website. They didn't have to pay anything, so it didn't earn her money, but that allowed her to start charging more money for her advertisers. So it's a service-based organization. She's running a service of a website. So there are all kinds of examples that I can give you of people that are service-based. For your friend, I don't know, tell me what your friend's name is. I'd be happy to talk to them. But yes, the answer is absolutely yes. There are all kinds of different ways we can do that. We can offer a product. You could offer, I don't know what business your friend is in, but you could offer a physical product that potentially aligns with what your friend's service-based business is. Or you could offer time. There's all kinds of different things that you could offer. The key is to align that with what your target market is. And I started to say this a minute ago and I got distracted. Why are we doing this, right? So Heike added 500 something people to her email list. If you listen to the marketing experts, they will tell you that on average, your email list should be worth in revenue $1 per person per month that you have on your email list. So if you add 500 names to your email list and you are marketing and nurturing them properly in your list, then that should be worth $500 a month. What does that add up to over the span of a year? That's an extra $6,000 in your pocket, right? 6,000 times 500 per month times 12 months is $6,000. $6,000. So, numbers don't have to be huge, but they have to be targeted. I mean, you could add 100,000 people to your list, and I give you another example. Gentleman that what's his name? It's a K word. Let's just say Keith. Runs a business that sells photography and video accessories. He ran a contest for a trip to Iceland as a grand prize. Got over 100,000 entries in his contest. And I said, well, what was the limiting factor? Did you limit that Or did you end up getting grandma and grandpa who wanted to go on a senior vacation? And the answer was no. So he got 100,000 names or whatever, entries. But if those people aren't interested in your photography accessories, what freaking good does it do to have grandma and grandpa that just want to go on a cool $10,000 trip to Australia or Iceland? I'd want to go on that, but I'm not going to buy your friggin' photo gear. I happen to be a photographer, but I'm still not going to buy your gear. So you have to make sure that they're targeted, and it's not about the numbers. I mean, I would love to have 100,000 people on my email list, but if they are not people who are interested in what my service-based business is, right, Nick? Nick says, I asked what his friend's name was, and Nick says, his name is also Nick. Winky face. Good for you, Nick. That would be rather bizarre, especially since my name is Mitch, and I actually know another Mitch. There's an interesting story there. So my last name is Aunger. It's pronounced Aunger. I went to a very small conference a couple of years ago, and there were like 100 people in this conference. One of the other guys that was there. His name was Mitch Unger, Unger. So the only difference was the A in my last name. Mitch Unger and Mitch Aunger. That was bizarre. And it was a tiny conference. It was weird. I'm not used to other people named Mitch being in the same place. All right. Any questions? And if you got any other questions, Nick, did that answer you? Did that serve you? Yes, no, give me a heads up. Was that a fairly decent offer? Answer? Basic answer is yes. Not every business on the planet is going to be good for doing a contest. But let me throw something else at you. AppSumo did a survey. AppSumo has a contest tool called King Sumo. So they looked at the people that came to AppSumo through their normal marketing, and they looked at people that came through giveaways that they ran that ended up in their business. Over the span of a year, they looked at those people, and the people that came through the giveaways bought, spent, paid more. I used the dollar sign here. The people that came to them through contests and giveaways on their own site spent 55% more money per person than the people that came through traditional marketing. Okay, are you paying attention?
Huh?
Is that clear?
Ooh.
I think it's clear. If people come to you through a contest, they're more loyal, they're more energized, they're more understanding of what the value is. You have offered to give them something for free, even if they didn't win. Everybody that I've talked to says, I'll spend more money on a company XYZ that offered a giveaway because I feel good about what they offered me. It's a trust building thing. So AppSumo said they spent their people that came through a contest spent 55% more stuff on their stuff. What business wouldn't want 55% more revenue from every client? Hello? Even if that number is wrong by a factor of 5, that's 10% more money coming into your business from every client that comes through a contest. Wouldn't you want that? Of course you would. All right, so I'm preaching to the choir out there. Any other questions? I would love to have you in. You can, of course, talk to me. You can ping me on Messenger. You can comment below in this video if you have any questions. Happy to answer questions. Let me know what you think, what you want to know. I'm stalling a second to see if anybody pops in with a question. Thank you, Nick, for your questions today. Hopefully I have answered them and got you intrigued in the program, or even in the idea of just running a contest. If you don't come to my program, that's okay. You'll struggle, and I won't be able to save you the time that it's going to take for you to learn it on your own. I firmly believe that I can shortcut everybody's process. Let me give you one of the people from our first run-through of the Win Together program. Monica did a contest for a client in the lash and wig business, and in the first week of that contest, they brought in an additional $500 in revenue, And by the end of the second week, they had a total of $2,500 in revenue while the contest was running. So the client that she was working for was ecstatic with the results. Now, your results may vary, right? Your mileage may vary. But I firmly believe, and so does Monica now. Monica's running a couple of different contests for clients. She is very convinced that contests are a great way to bring in leads. And so, I hope to convince the rest of the planet down there on planet Earth. I have my own planet because I call myself Planet Mitch. But let me know if you have any questions. Nobody's popped in any questions. Happy to answer questions at any time. I will try to connect with you again. Oh, what I wanted to say is, so if you're coming in late and you missed the reviews, I did some reviews earlier. Go back and watch the replay. Comment # replay so I know you watched. That would be very helpful. But one of the reason I'm doing it was to show you how to look at a contest, hopefully, and what I'm doing inside of the Win Together program, as well as in my mothership, which is the membership site that I have. We are going to be doing regular contest reviews so that you can learn how to do them better yourself. And I think it's really valuable to look at what's happening out there in the world and to take lessons from what is going on. So I'm going to be doing those on a regular basis inside the membership. And if you want to know more about that, of course, you can, hey, Mitch, I want to know more about that in the comments, or send me a private message on Messenger and we'll chat. Thanks for tuning in. It is Thursday, May 9th on your planet. I am Planet Mitch from giveawayrocket.com, and thanks for tuning in. I'll try to do another live tomorrow, but my schedule's been really wacky. So maybe Monday. We'll see. Hope you tune in. Let me know if you have any questions. We will talk to you soon.
I had a fun time. Now turn